But then Suha strikes him incredibly hard in the face, yelling loudly, "Can't you please just be quiet for a single moment? We're about to graduate. Seriously, just stop it right now, okay?" He's completely shocked that his powerful kick seemingly did absolutely nothing to him at all. The boy simply laughs. "Is that all you've honestly got, really?" Suddenly we see his hands glowing with light. He clenches his fist, gathering power, and throws a strong punch at Suho. Suho manages to dodge, but the punch hits a locker instead, shocking everyone around. A huge hole instantly appears in the locker. The guy stares at his hand, completely bewildered, and asks himself, "What just happened to me?" Suho looks at him surprised. Scene shifts. 2 years have passed. 2 years later, we see Sung Suho, now a second-year college student at university. He looks ahead as he walks. A gate has opened before him, and the area is blocked off. Someone says, "How long have they been inside that gate?" Another replies, "It's 8 p.m. sir, and judging by the situation, it's likely a C-grade gate. They should be finished by now." While they talk amongst themselves, everyone else is busy and happy. Suho looks sad and thinks deeply. 3 years ago, gates began opening around the world, dramatically changing everything as we know it. These gates are essentially portals connecting our world to other dimensions, specifically dangerous dungeons. If you've seen Solo Leveling, you probably know all of this already, but let me explain it one more time for everyone else. Sometimes, monsters actually come through these gates into our world, attacking and harming normal people. To survive this new reality, when the gates first appeared, some people began to gain special abilities, things like magic and other incredible powers. These people are commonly called awakened. This is the unpredictable and often dangerous world we now live in. But one man, Go Gunhee, bravely handled everything in the beginning. He famously created the Hunter Association specifically for the awakened. With the significant help of the Hunter Association and countless brave hunters, we quickly and efficiently dealt with the initial chaos and danger. Now, the world is fundamentally divided: awakened hunters and non-awakened, or simply normal humans without powers. We see Suho painting thoughtfully, drawing a detailed picture of an ant, and deeply thinking, this world is undeniably so different now than it once was. A non-awakened person simply can't bridge the immense gap between themselves and even an E-rank hunter, no matter how hard they desperately try. If the dedicated hunters don't diligently close these dangerous gates, the world could very well end. In short, the non-awakened humans are almost entirely dependent on the powerful awakened beings for their safety. However, the awakened can certainly survive and thrive without the non-awakened population. Non-awakened, on the other hand, cannot survive in this dangerous new world without the protection of the awakened. That's precisely why I'm so incredibly grateful to the brave hunters. Because of their selfless dedication, non-awakened people like me, without any special powers, can still live peacefully, or at least relatively peacefully, in this world. But at the same time, I feel uneasy about our dependence. I often think about how I have nothing of real value and am slowly becoming accustomed to this feeling. I deeply miss my parents and the life we had. My very survival now utterly depends on the kindness and strength of others. There was a time when I genuinely felt like I could achieve something great, but that hope is all but gone now. A deep, empty void has completely taken over inside me. Mom always lovingly said I looked just like Dad. What would Dad bravely do in this seemingly hopeless situation? Then, a loud voice calls out, "Suho! Suho! Suho!" Suho abruptly wakes up, startled by the sound. He was clearly lost in his own difficult thoughts. He glances to the side and sees the familiar art instructor. He casually says, "You are really focused on your art today. What exactly are you drawing?" Suho nervously replies, "It's really nothing much, sir. My hand just kind of moved on its own, I guess." The instructor closely examines the drawing and says, "It's a detailed ant. An interesting and unique way to draw an ant indeed. Or should I perhaps say, a symbolic human ant?" Suho thinks to himself, "I honestly don't know why I'm drawing an ant like this in the first place." In his detailed art, we can clearly see Beru, and as the audience, we instinctively understand why he's subconsciously drawing it. Scene dramatically shifts outside the university. We can now see the brave hunters who cautiously went inside the gate.